on YouTube a lot, and I don't see anybody talking about this whole issue of, there's people talking about the food stamp side of it, and the Trump side of it, and the Democrat side of it. But ain't nobody talking about what it's really like to be a person in poverty who has put in probably well over 200 job applications. Yeah, that's right. I've literally put in over 200 job applications on Indeed, Craigslist, company websites. I've been through it all, okay? I have literally put in at least a couple hundred job applications with a working phone number on there to get a hold of me, all that. Why is nobody talking about this? Why is everyone just, oh, go get a job. Oh, go get a job. Oh, you shouldn't be living on food stamps anyways. Go get a job. Why is nobody talking about the fact that people like myself who are actually really, really trying, nobody's talking about this, man. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I make a post on Craigslist to try to find work under the resume section. Probably 5 times a day, I put a post on there explaining how I'm looking for work and stuff. And I'm ready to work. I'll go do some yard work. I'll go do some mechanic work, whatever it might be. But nobody wants to put me to work. I've been working since I was 13 years old. Yeah, I was a major slave. Okay? Now I know this is going to be shadow banned and ain't nobody going to really actually see it because that's just how this stupid freaking system is, man. Y'all are demons, bro. Straight up demons run this fucking world. Why is nobody talking about that? Why is nobody talking about the fact that if we can just come together as one, we can put an end to this corruption, man. Man, how long are we going to let demons run the show? To be real with you, like, what is it going to take for us to stand up and say, enough is enough? We're tired of being slaves. We're tired of being treated like less than human beings, all because what? I don't have a job? I've put in 200 job applications. You feel me? I've put in so many job applications. I have skills that range from mechanic work, lube. I've been a roofer. I've done handyman work. I've fucking installed mini blinds. Bro, my list of skills is out there. I've been working since I was 13. You feel me? Like, I literally started through the HRDC program for low-income families so your teenager could go to work. I was that teenager that went to work because my mom couldn't support me. I didn't have a father in the picture. Do your own business. Yeah, I know, right? But with what money, bro? I can barely even feed myself. How am I going to start a business if I can barely feed myself? Like, that's the type of struggle that nobody's, another solution, cool, but do you got the money for me to start a business? I'll gladly start a business right now. Right now. But with what money? It kind of takes money to do that. As you can see, I kind of live in an old piece of shit RV. Yeah. So finding a job living in an RV is like impossible. And if y'all would rather me sleep in a tent, out on the street, in my car, not doing it. I'd rather have an actual roof over my head, Whether it leaks, whether it's mobile, it doesn't matter. It's a roof over my head and it's not a tent. You feel me? So I'm going to go ahead and RV it because I don't have any other choice. I don't have money to do anything else. Get a loan. Why would I go work at McDonald's to be like the rest of the puppets? No thanks. I'd rather not, to be honest. I'll work on cars. I'll do building. I like to do stuff with my hands. I'm not gonna fucking go work at McDonald's. I'm sorry, but that's a part of enslavement that I'm not going to accept. I did work fast food one point in my life when I was a teenager, but bro, I'm not gonna work fast food. For what? They're gonna pay me like what, 15 something bucks an hour, dude, to be a slave? No, that's what this video is about. We're getting rid of that slave mentality. We're done. We're done. Okay. I put in 200 job applications for actual real jobs like mechanic work. You know, nobody wants to hire me. Why? Because I have freedom. And on my resume, it displays nothing but freedom because I have moved from this city and this state to this city and this state. And, oh, I moved over here. And, oh, I moved over here. I've moved around. You feel me? They don't want that. I couldn't even probably get a job at McDonald's to keep it real. To keep it real, I actually have applied. Okay, if you want me to keep it 100% real, I have applied at McDonald's. Thank you very much. And guess who hasn't called me back? You see what I'm saying? I'm a nomad who, if you just take one look at my resume, you can tell that I've moved around. I've been doing my own thing. I have done a lot of work for myself. You know, it's crazy. Who do we got up in here? Breadbox. What's good, man? How long have you been living in your RV? This time around, I've only been living in my RV, let's see, like maybe 2 months. Coming up on like maybe 2 months. I actually traded my Ford Expedition that I had for this RV because I have a dog with me. Come here, Daisy. Come here, bed, my baby girl. She's my rescue girl. This is my little rescue girl. And she means the world to me. And I would rather her have a roof over her head than anything else. I don't need to be a slave in this system. If y'all don't want to hire me because I live in an RV, like, that's cool. I'll keep figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this my Daisy girl. It's raining hard out today, and it's like not stopped raining. It like stopped raining for maybe like 20 minutes or something, but yeah, it's been raining a lot today. Yeah, this is my little rescue girl. I got her when she was 9 months, and I'm her third owner by the time she was 9 months because she's a wild girl. She's part Ridgeback and Greyhound. And when I got her, she didn't listen to anything. She was very hard to walk. You know, it is what it is. I found her on Craigslist. I was just, you know, looking around on there, and I happened to see her, and I was like, oh man, this dog looks like she needs me. So I went there. Nobody else was interested. And the people were like, I just need to get rid of her. She doesn't listen. She's a bad dog, da-da-da. No, she's a great dog. And I'll do anything to protect my family. This is my family because all my real family turned their back a long time ago. Back when I was a teenager. Oh, for smoking weed. Whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying? I need that. I don't smoke it because I think it's cool. I need my marijuana. Absolutely need it. To put up with this fucking piece of shit world, bro, I need my marijuana. Or some motherfuckers gonna be laying down. And I don't want to be that person anymore. You feel me? I grew up fucking robbing houses and doing fucking dirt. You know what? I got out of it, man. I don't want to fucking live that way. So whatever I got to do to make ends meet is don't listen to him. Your dog is amazing. Awesome. I'm glad you're taking good care of your dog Daisy. I wish you the best of luck in your job search. Yeah, man, it's crazy. You know, it's just, I don't know. But the point of making this video is the fact that nobody's talking about the people who are actually trying. And the people who are actually trying and getting denied hundreds of times aren't speaking up about it. And somebody needs to speak up about it because this is ridiculous. I mean, it is crazy. Okay, I've been putting in work. I've called. I've went to interviews. I've called again. I've left messages. I've done everything. I don't even want to work. I would rather create content, but creating good content takes money and skills. I'm not really there yet. You know, but is what I'm trying to do is create a little spark as to what's actually going on. Talk about food stamps. How many people are on food stamps? Shit, I know people who work under the table who still are on food stamps because they still can't afford life. So, I mean, we have to stop disinformation. And with AI making even more videos now that people don't even know what's real and what's fake, it's gotten really crazy. Like how I just actually watched a video with AI just a second ago. It was a Tupac video. And man, this shit's gotta stop, man. When, like, if you're gonna fake something, it should have to come with a warning that says, hey, this is not real. Quit trying to deceive people into thinking that this created content is real. Because it's not. Obviously, it's AI. And do you guys know anything about AI? Do you know the origins of AI? Do you know the fact that Draco beings are like, they started the whole AI thing? Not even on this planet. AI comes from somewhere else. AI was not a part of this planet. AI has been brought here by the demons to deceive and further deceive. We have been so deceived. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. Y'all think Tupac died. He didn't die. He had a whole plan made out. He actually talked about it in his interviews. And this is what blows my mind with people. People, we need to wake up. Bob Marley was talking about stuff like the rat race and all that years ago. Man, years ago he was talking about, man, we need to break free of this slavery. Years ago, man, and people still aren't listening, bro. Tupac was even talking about this stuff, and people still wasn't listening. Tupac even said in multiple interviews a different part of his plan. And if you pieced it all together, you would see he obviously is not fucking dead. Obviously. Very obvious. Extremely obvious, okay? His interview where he says, as soon as y'all turn your back on me, I'm going to turn my back on y'all, and we won't have nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and just cut my nose up and bug out. That's exactly what he said. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my nose up and bug out as soon as y'all turn your back on me. And what did we do? We accused Pac of doing things that Pac wouldn't have done. Therefore, we turned our back on him. And so he bugged the fuck out and said, fuck you. He had the money. He had more than enough intelligence. And by just witnessing what Michael Jackson, the transformation that he went through, I mean, he was black and he completely transformed to being white with a different face and everything. So if you're telling me that somebody can't change their appearance and bug out, this world really is smoked. This world really is smoked. We have the whole Democrat Republican thing going on. It's all a part of a fucking puppet show, homie. It's just a puppet show. They just have all these little guys on their little strings and they just do this. Bro, Pac told us in his interviews he was about to dip out. He told us. Nobody, again, just like Bob Marley, nobody wanted to listen. People even like my grandma have bad things to say about Bob Marley. This, man, our people have been jaded in the head for way too long, bro. We've got to somehow get our power back. We've got to take ownership of the power that we have. It's right here. We have to take power of it because this has gotten way too out of hand. Way too out of hand. They're cutting people's food stamps. Motherfucker, I've been looking for a job, you fucking punk. I've been looking for a job. The system, bro, is broken, dude. I have over 200 applications in. Am I working right now? I have a working phone, obviously. Am I working right now? Brother, you should see my resume. You should see all the different places I've applied for. This is what they're not talking about. They're not. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody. Nobody's talking about the fact that this whole thing is rigged. It's rigged as fuck. They just want everyone to go commit crime and get locked up. That's what they want. That is actually exactly what they want. They don't want people to work anymore. They would rather us be out there killing each other, robbing each other, and going to jail. That's what they want. Man, I'm too wise for this shit, dog. I grew up on the streets. I'm not going to keep playing with these motherfuckers, bro. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to trade my freedom because y'all want to have a completely unfair system that is just designed to make the poor even poorer. They already got rid of the middle class. That's already been gone. So what? Now we got the rich versus the poor. That's what we're on, man. And we still can't get it. Bro, it's crazy how we cannot figure out a way to come together and unite. No, I don't think Bob Marley is alive. No, I didn't say nothing about Bob. But however, I do know that Bob Marley has reincarnated. You got to know he's reincarnated by now. Who he is? He might have. I don't know. What year did he die? Let's find out. Who could be the new Bob Marley? I don't necessarily think it was Tupac, but I mean, I'm just saying reincarnation is real. Once we leave here, chances are we're not actually going to leave here. We're going to come back because our job is not done here yet. People are still sleeping. So our job is just not done. And that's what I'm really here for, is to help wake everyone. And, you know, I don't see another purpose for me in this life. I really don't. I'm not meant to be a slave. I know that for a fact. I'm not meant to work my ass off and have barely any money left over to do anything for me. I'm cool with all that. Yeah, I've been talking about, I put in a bunch of applications and stuff. I'm living in an RV trying to figure it out, trying to just survive. I just want to survive. I don't care about how much. I don't care about money. Money is the root of all evil. For real. Like, why do we keep dismissing that? Why do we keep caring so much about a system that is literally from the devil? Like, it's blowing my mind how, and even the most religious or spiritual or whatever people, like some of my family, don't see a bigger picture. All they see is that you should work your ass off and die. That's all they see. My hard-earned money. Yeah, that's what slavery has done to us. And now we can't even share that hard-earned money that you don't need yourself. You know, if one hand helped another hand in this world, we would not be in the spot we're at. But, you know, you're taking all of our taxpayer dollars and you're sending it across fucking seas. All of it. My people out here, we don't see none of that money. I've worked my whole life since I was 13 years old, and I haven't seen any of that money. I'm out here on the fucking street. So tell me again, that hard-earned money, man. You know, we've got to reach the point where we say enough is enough. Exactly. And that is exactly how I've lived my life for a really long time now. I've lived my life for tomorrow is never guaranteed. It's not promised at all. Why die with all these riches? You know, we need more people in this world like Damon Darling. If y'all ever watch Damon Darling, goes around and helps people out, buys their groceries, gives them cash, you know. We need more of that in this world. That is God's creation. These people with all this money that just want to see destruction and just want to see people fail and want to see people stay poor, those are all demons, bro. We don't need that in society. We need more people like Damon Darling. Sorry, that's a tongue twister when you're not used to calling him out. And I don't mean to really call you out there, brother, but man, you're doing very good work, and I would love to see more like that. And I myself help people wherever I can. Whether they need a meal cooked, they need a hot cup of coffee, or rather they need a ride somewhere maybe. I help people all the time with no matter how big or small. That just comes from the heart, from the soul. That's what I feel like I should do. We shouldn't turn our back on people who are asking for help. Because it says right in the book, ask and you shall receive. Period. So we really need to start looking out for each other more. You know, people that have it, you know, share it with somebody who doesn't, man, because that's what this world is really about. This world is not about who's got the biggest bank account, who's got the biggest house, and who knows the most celebrities and all this fucking nonsense, bro. We need to get back to our origins of what we were put here to do, and that's to be like Christ. We need to be more like Christ. We need to have understanding and forgiveness and acceptance and realize people are just out here trying to survive. And I don't knock on anybody for how they try to survive. You know, maybe it's not the best way. And I have been involved with a lot of those things that I no longer partake in because I feel some type of way. But, man, I'm just saying, we need to come together and we need to form community because don't y'all see where this is going if we cannot find community? If we cannot help each other out of these situations? That's what I would want our God to judge us on. Not how much money we have and how hard we work and all this slave fucking shit. Man, we need to get rid of our slave mentality and start thinking about other people. All we ever think about is ourselves. Don't you realize that? Even maybe just a little bit is, all we think about is, I did this, I do this. It's always I, you're a piece of shit, you're a piece, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to come together, man. We're all created from one. We are all one. And either we are one or we are not. And I promise from the insights that I've got, we want to be one. We do not want to live in a world where we do not come from one source. The Christ consciousness is within all of us. We all have the ability to grasp that and to find that, where our soul meets our body. That's what's important. Humans are gold pack rats. We can't help but die with all the collection. Yeah, man, and it's sad, bro. Even my own family's like, oh, I worked, and now you can't have this money. This is for me. Okay, cool. Take it, bro. If that's where your heart is, guess what? I don't even want it anymore. To keep it real, I don't even want it, bro. Anybody whose heart is not in the right place, man, I'm not trying to take from you. You go ahead and keep that, you greedy little bitch. You feel me? Like, I'm not, bro. Eventually, it's gonna start connecting within more and more people. Man, there's a way out of the slave system, and that's to work together. There's a way out of the corruption that we've been put under, and that's unity. That is the number one thing they want to bury deep. They do not want unity because they know the day we have unity is the day everything that they have worked for goes away. Everything. All the fucking demon bullshit that they're fucking doing, all of it can go away with just one thing. And that's for our people to learn to stand together and to help one another and to unite. That's what we're here for. We're not here to be a fucking slave. And the sooner people realize this, the sooner we can take back what we've never even had. It's time for a change. We got to find that change within ourselves so that we can help change the world. It's really that simple. It all boils down to ourselves. So I'm done partaking in the system. I'm literally canceling all 200 applications I've put in. I'm fucking shredding them. I don't want that. I might need that in my I don't need that, man. I'll find somebody to help. And maybe I'll just help somebody else who will help me. We got to help each other. That's what I'm trying to say, man. It's just, this world has gotten way too wild, man. Way too crash out. Man, everybody's serving the demons, bro. They all think they're something special or whatever, but man, y'all are just playing with the devil, bro. And it needs to come to a stop, man. Most of y'all don't even realize what you're doing. So, anyways, that's where I'm at right now. But it's just the fact that, everybody's just pointing fingers at everybody and saying, oh, this person doesn't want to work. This person is just lazy. They don't deserve anything. They're just lazy. They want to just live off of other people all their whole life. Okay, that might be some people, but that's not everyone that's in this situation. I guarantee it. I guarantee there are more people like myself who are unemployed right now, who have no income at all, because the system has started to realize who we are. And as soon as they realize who we are, it's over. It's over. It's just like the days of Christ. It's over. They don't want positivity. They don't want us to grow. They don't want us to unite. That is the number one thing that they do not want us to do, is unite with one another. Number one thing. They would rather keep us separated and divided. And divided, we will fall. We're falling fast as fuck right now because of how divided we are. We're about to hit rock bottom. All because we're so divided. If we keep on this path of division, it will be the end of America. The country that we thought we once knew is being washed away faster than ever. And it's all because of division. That's literally it. People pointing the fingers. Oh, this person doesn't have a job. Oh, what up? Man, just pointing fingers, brother. We need to stop. We need to stop, and we need to find the divine energy in each and every single person. Some people might only have just a tiny little bit that you can barely even see. Others have a lot. Point is, we all have it. Every one of us, even the worst of the worst, have a little bit of Christ consciousness. Once everyone realizes this and realizes that we can actually access this Christ consciousness, the game's over, bro. There's no more slavery. There's no more holding anything above us. This whole money system that's been held above us forever has just, man, it's really made people delirious and crazy, bro. Crazy. This whole money system has just, man, we need to diminish it. It shouldn't even be a thing. Do you know that there's other planets out there that have society that do not function on a money system? We are the last planet out there. From my sources, we are the last planet out there that still uses currency. It's demonic as fuck, just like AI. Dracos is who started AI. That is AI. The Draco beings. The market is set to crash one last time. Yeah, it is. It probably isn't your fault, dude. I know it's not my fault, man, and stuff, but, it's just the fact that I want more people to be aware of what's actually going on. So, people like me might get a few less fingers pointed our direction of saying how we were the problem. That's all my family ever can say, bro. And I left the state where I'm from a long time ago because of this fact. And still, every time I ever decide to foolishly reach out back home, I get the same thing. When people, they're asleep, brother. They're asleep. Just pointing the fingers at whoever they can. They're asleep. And I just, dear Lord, I pray that you wake our people, Lord. We need our people to wake up now. The division has gotten too strong. Family members don't even care about each other. When our family stops caring about each other, what the fuck do you think that does to the rest of the world, man? Like, you know, there used to be like brotherhood and like gangs and stuff, and now it's every man for him fucking self, bro. When are we gonna see this trap, man? This trap. This is exactly how they wanted. They wanted us to all fight and bicker over these stupid little things. Money shouldn't even be. It should not even be here. There should be no money system. That needs to be erased. First and foremost, that is ultimately what could get us back to being one, and to get us to stop with all the hate, you know, all these wars and all this stuff, man. It's all over greed and money, man. And it has nothing to do with religion and all this other shit. It all has to do with money. You know what I'm saying? And man, I'm just sitting back wondering. I'm tired of sitting back, and that's why I'm making this video right now. And as sloppy as this video may be, man, I'm out here venting, man, because I see the greater picture here. Just like Tupac was saying, man. And once you see that greater picture, man, you cannot go back to the way it was. You feel me? You cannot. It's done and over with. I will never be that slave I once was. I woke up when I was 19 years old. I'm 32 now. You know, people the last few years have started talking about stuff like it's something new when it's stuff I done new back years ago. So it's just like, and I don't point no fingers. I'm just saying we need to help each other, and just by making little content like this, hopefully it helps somebody. Hopefully it helps somebody else realize that maybe they're not the problem. The society is 100% the problem. Us starseeds and people with good hearts are not the problem. Period. I started working when I was 13 years old. Ever since COVID, I fell off. I don't care about none of that shit anymore, man. I care about knowledge. I care about helping wake our people up. And I guess it's time I pursue that, because nothing else in this world makes sense for me right now. Like I said, I have like 200 job applications in. I still don't have a job. I have every kind of skill that you could want out of a employee slave. I'm done with it though, man. And this energy is why I can't get hired anywhere. They know. I don't even have to say anything at all. They know who's in their presence. Just like they knew back in the days of Jesus. And man, we persecuted him. We killed him. He was just a higher density being, a fourth density being, an angel put down here to help try to wake people up. And it didn't work. What makes me think it's going to work now? All we can do is keep trying. Because if I just quit, you know, who else? Like David Wilcock said, man, we all need to take responsibility for pushing out what we know, because that's all we got. We can't wait for somebody else to do it. We can't wait for this world to fix itself. We can't wait for the system to collapse. We have to collapse it. And the fastest way for us to collapse this system is to stand together and say enough is enough. We don't want your money anymore. Keep that money that you printed. Keep it. Because guess what? We know where it comes from, and we don't want no more part of it. No more. And this is the most dangerous thing you'll find on the internet, because this type of thinking is what they do not like at all. At all. And it's obvious to some people to the point of where I just have to walk in a place for an interview and I immediately see that they know who I am. Immediately, I see it in their eyes. I am not going to get hired at this job. Immediately. That's when I first walk in for the interview. So, y'all can bump your gums about how lazy people are and this and that. And, I can't speak for everyone. I can just speak for really myself. But, I have met a lot of people out here in my situation who has put in a lot of time and effort to try to get out of the situation. And here we stay. No job. You know what I mean? It is what it is anymore. It's to the point where I'm literally to the point. I've reached the point where I don't, I'm literally going to go back and retract all 200 applications because this is bullshit, man. I know my worth. I know my worth on this planet. And not family, not job, no one. God is the only one that can judge me. That's it. The rest of this, bro, they don't even know 1% of the truth out there. These people that don't even know 1% of the truth that's out there, we are letting them push us around and point fingers and call us, man. Nah, man, that's over. That's over with. When it is time as a society, we start weighing our worth by our knowledge and how close we are to God. Because that's really all that matters. When this world ends, that's what's going to matter. When Judgment Day comes, that's what's going to matter. But most importantly, we need to find the Christ within. That's the number one thing they don't want you to know. They want you to think somebody's going to come save us. Man, we are our own saviors. We've always been our own saviors. As soon as we realize this, game over, man. And that's just what I want to help push out into this universe, push out into the collective. I just want our life back. This isn't life anymore. It's not been life for quite some time. This is a fucking rat race. The same rat race Bob Marley talked about in his music. And, it's up to us to put an end to it. Nobody's going to come in here and save us and do it for us. No, man, we got to do it. We got to stand together and do it. We got to figure out a way to create unity. And there is one platform in place that I know of that could potentially create quite an uprising in our people, and that is Discord. We could all connect on Discord. Anyone who has like thinking, we can connect on Discord. And that's how we can start to really change things, because we need to be on a platform that they cannot control. So if y'all want to hit me up on Discord, I'm Trilldill93, TRILLDILL 93. Trilldill93, man. Hit me up on hit me up on Discord, man. We need to pull more people together. I'd love to do some meditations with these videos. Because we all could use some meditation about now. And yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, everyone, man. I'm gonna go smoke some weed and chill out for a little bit and try to map out what I want to do with my next video, because I'm gonna drop another video today. And actually, I told myself I was gonna drop 3 videos today of different kinds, so I gotta hold myself to it. Let me get right, and I'll be back with y'all. All right, peace and love, man. Well, I'm gonna read your comment one last time though before I go. Strong these times are tribulations. It's all coming together. Born a good kid, trying to fit in is a hard way to live. I became a monster to become a better man. Yeah, no, I feel that, man. I've done been there. So far there that I don't even want to talk about it. To be honest, I've done some fucked up shit, man, and we can repay that by being a better person, by learning to forgive ourselves and everyone. And really, that's the big, huge piece of gold that is missing from the morals and just the overall thinking of people, man, and ultimately what the biggest thing that we are being judged on by God's eye is our level of forgiveness. And I think it's way easier to forgive other people. Oh man, this thing keeps yeah, I'm using Wi-Fi to make this video, so sorry if the quality was really bad or if it skipped around a bunch or whatever. I don't know. I'm just using McDonald's Wi-Fi because I'm going through poverty. You feel me? Man, I don't even got enough money for some food in my stomach right now. I'm hungry, so I'm about to make up another video. I'm going to plan this one out a little bit better. This one was just kind of off the dome. I just wanted to put my words out there, man, because maybe somebody needed to hear some of this. Maybe somebody who's also looking for a job and can't find a job just needed to hear some of this stuff, man. We ain't the problem. No matter what society tries to tell us, we is not the problem. So, all right, until next time.